Hello there, thanks for joining me. Just waiting for the train. Managed to sneak off for another little overnighter wild camping, and I've just got the little lightweight Osprey Stratos 36 and the Dutch Army Bivi tonight, and heading out to New Mills first and then walking up through Hayfield and then round up. I'm going to try and do what I didn't do last time. Last time we really struggled with water last time because it's there's drought conditions at the moment. So I'm going to follow the River Sett along and make sure I've got water before I get to wherever I'm going to camp. And I'm thinking about South Head or somewhere in that vicinity, but we'll decide when I get to the get nearer to the destination. So anyway, should be fun. Started out a bit gloomier than predicted by the weather forecast, but it's brightening up nicely, so stick along and see what we find. Now, first part of this hike in is the same route as my last wild camp video. So I'm not going to film too much of it. I'll get past this first part and then pick up again where we get to the fresh route. Not sure how well this will show up on the GoPro at all, but quite fun. It's absolutely alive with speckled wood butterflies down here. There's hundreds of them, just all chasing each other around. Wonderful. Not rare or anything like that, but it's nice to see so many of them. Nice to see. Just working the sheep with a sheepdog. Around about 5.5, 6 miles in, something like that, including the bit from home to the station. Just still following the route of the River Sett, and yeah, luckily it seems to be carrying a fair bit of water, so part A of my plan seems to be working fine. Whew. Blowing a bit up here, but must admit I'm feeling a lot stronger than I did on that last wild camp, which was the first one for a good long while. Feel much better so far. Whew, just getting my breath back. Not too shabby a view, is it? It's ended into a cracking day. I enjoyed the hike so far. Onward though. Right, I'm just coming down to more or less the last point where I can collect water, so I'll stop and rest for a bit down here. And well, it looks a right old slog up to South Head. Just wondering if there was anywhere I could find down here to camp, but anyway, I'll have a rest and see how I feel. Right, I've had a bit of a rest for a few minutes, filled up the water, and yeah, I think I'll start this slog up towards South Head. There is a little stand of trees about a third of the way up. I'll give that a bit of a look at as well, but it might be in line of sight of a farmhouse, so I'll weigh that up. But if I do get up to South Head, it should be better for sunrise and sunset, and for views as well. So not in any rush, let's just plod up there slowly. Whew. Getting there. Last slog now. Whew. Some great views there. Right, I've made it up onto the Pennine Bridleway, and I've just got the last little hurdle of getting up to the top of South Head. Just up there. Whoa. That last section's been a right one. But yeah, it's been a great hike. Hey, top of the world. Worth the effort. Fantastic. Whew. Lovely cool breeze up here. I'm not going to set up camp right on top. It's a bit bumpy anyway, but I remember seeing a video of somebody else's where they camped up here, and right in the middle of the night a group of fell runners came running up with their headlamps on and everything, their head torches, so we got woken up. So I'm just going to head down here a little bit. I'll show you in a second, and there's some slightly flatter ground down there, and I might be able to get a little bit of shelter from the worst of the breeze. For our hooked cuisine tonight, we have got Kohinoor Tarkadal. So basically some lentils with brown onions, tomatoes and cumin. That'll do for me. And I'll just heat that up in some water to make a coffee out of afterwards, and then I'll be done. And probably in about 3/4 of an hour or an hour or something like that, should be okay to get set up. There's been a couple of people walked up here. I don't think they've even noticed I'm here, to be honest. But it's starting to quieten down as the sun lowers, so should be okay to get set up shortly. Just had my lentils and a cup of coffee. Very nice, that lentil thing. It only cost £1 or something like that from the supermarket, so miles better than those camping meals. There's only sort of 300 calories in it, but does for me, just keeps the wolf from the door. Got some snacks and stuff like that if I need anything more. Lovely evening. sunset's pretty magical. I'll try and get another time lapse as it gets a little bit further down towards the horizon, but fantastic night. Getting a bit chilly now. Sun's just setting over the sort of direction behind the city of Manchester. You can just see the tall buildings just outlined. Right, so it's bye-bye sun, hello warm sleeping bag, because it's got quite cold. Glad to get in here, and I was enjoying the sunset so much that I forgot to show you my setup, but I think you've seen it before, haven't you? It's just my Dutch Army Hooped Bivi, all my rubbish in the top. Go, you've seen it now. So yeah, I'm just going to settle down for the evening and watch a film, lie down a bit so I get comfortable. Right, so yeah, I'm just going to watch a film and wait for it to get dark and then get some shut-eye, and then just have to decide what to do in the morning. I don't know whether to we'll just see how I feel, whether I want to go for a decent hike or just get down to Hayfield and get the bus, but we'll decide in the morning, see what the weather's like. Right, catch you later. Who's a lazy boy then? It's about 20 past 6 in the morning, and I didn't see it start to get light. I was just out like a light. Had a really good night. But quite a strong dew on everything. Went out for a leak before I went to sleep, and you could actually see the particles of water in the air in the head torch. It was quite a heavy dew that's covering everything, but I feel like it's going to be a nice day. But I might get up and get about my business. Sheep have come to say hello. Well, since I forgot last night, I'll show you what was home for the night. Just drop my pack over there for the time being, just because it's a bit shorter grass. Fine morning. But that Dutch Army Bivi's, I think if I had to choose one piece of camping equipment, that'd be it. It's a fabulous piece of kit, really is. Warm as toast. comfortable, don't get condensation. Superb piece of kit. Not the cheapest thing you can find, but well worth the money if you can get hold of one. Right, with it being such a lovely day, feeling good. I'm going to get the bulk of that packed up, get some breakfast, and then that ridge over there is Chinley Churn. So I think I'm going to wander down to Peep of Day, which you might have seen on some of my other videos, and head up over that. And if I drop down the other side, I'll eventually come out at Furness Vale, which is the next railway station along from the one I got off at yesterday. So I'll get the train home from there. So a little hike out this morning. Stick with me, should be a nice walk. Some great views up there. Always have great views, don't I? I'll say it about 100 times on every video. Ain't that a breakfast with a view? All packed up now. Just having something to eat. And heading off over there. All packed up, ready for the off. One last check over where I was pitched. And leave no trace as normal. Just some flattened grass. And yeah, it was a nice pitch that, very comfortable. Right, let's hit the road. Just getting down to Peep of Day now, where I begin the long slog up onto that ridge. Peep of Day farm, I've mentioned it on another video, but it's got a little tiny eye-shaped window in the eastern wall, so it can spot the Peep of Day when the sun climbs over the ridge there. Probably about 2 hours after I got up this morning, but still, won't begrudge a farmer a lie-in, would you? There's a nice little bench about halfway up, and I can never find a reason not to stop for a few minutes here. A nice inscription on it as well, so I'll show you that and read it out to you because it's a bit worn. My feet are sore, my back still aches, but my eyes enjoy what nature makes. Here I pause to survey this scene. Now take my place and know what I mean. I've just noticed there's a little plaque that says it was installed by the Peak District Ranger Service, and it's a poem by somebody called T. John Foster, and yeah, his sentiment definitely fits this little spot. Can't argue with that. Just getting down below the ridge of Chinley Churn now, with Kraken Edge up to the far end. There's a lovely, well, I think it's disused last time I passed close to it, disused farmhouse just halfway along as well. Lovely little spot. I'm just taking a bit of a detour up past the old farm. It is looking in a better state than I remember it actually, so maybe somebody has taken it on. But it's left me now. I've got to climb straight up there onto the ridge, whereas I could have gone up the path and then you just walk right along the ridge, but it's only a short climb. I'll soon get there. Lead on, Macduff. Right, made it up to the very aptly named Big Stone. I think I called it Big Rock last time I was up here, but got corrected. I think it is actually called Big Stone. It gives us one last chance to stop for a water break and look back over where we've come this morning. Pretty splendid. Sort of over there is where I was camped last night, and I can just see the summit cairn with the naked eye. You probably can't see it. And then back away around across Kinder Scout. Right, just on the last stretch down to Furness Vale station, around about 6 miles down from Southhead to Furness Vale, and then I've got a mile and a half at the other end back to home. But yeah, it's been a lovely morning's walk, really enjoyed it. So I'll sign off there. It's been a great little overnighter. Hope you've enjoyed it. Nice hike in, lovely spot to camp, and a really pleasant hike out this morning. So yeah, if you've enjoyed it, thanks very much for watching. If you wouldn't mind giving it a thumbs up, and if you're new here, maybe you'd like to stick around and possibly consider subscribing and hitting the bell notification, and then you'll get to hear about any new videos from me, and of course it'll really help my channel out, which is very kind of you if you wouldn't mind doing that. But on that note, I'll say ta-ra, and on this beautiful morning I'll say thanks very much again for watching, and see you on another video very soon. Bye.